Yo, this is Adam P. with Pelzar Designs Multimedia, and I'm here in Pittsburgh, home of artists like Christina Aguilera,
Yes,
Dean Martin, George Benson,
yes.
and of course our recent artist, Wiz Khalifa. Pleasure of interviewing Dion Dupree, who's the CEO and manager of Grind Mode Management here in Pittsburgh. And Grind Mode is a artist management and development company. And the reason why they're established here is because they're really unique in that they really focus on the creative process of artist management. Is that correct, Mr. Dupree?
That's right.
Mr. Dupree, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you for your time, Adam. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being a part of our event tonight. I appreciate you making a sacrifice of your time,
Okay.
to come spend some time with us here in Grind Mode.
Okay. Sir, tell us how you got started in the music industry.
Well, I got started in the music industry as, of course, a fan of music growing up. I was born in the 70s, but the 80s is when, I came of age. So, of course, hip-hop hit the scene, just being a fan of the music. I grew up on the KRS-Ones, the Public Enemies, the De La Souls, the whole Native Tongue movement. And then it switched to the West Coast, and then, the Eazy-E's, the NWAs, the Scarfaces down in Houston and things like that. Those guys started to make their name. MC8, Spice One out in the Bay Area, and just the beauty of how the music just transformed in every area, but it was still, understandable and relatable. No matter whether it was someone singing on making a song on the West Coast or making a song down south or here on the East Coast, it was still, timeless. And so, of course, that inspired me to get into it. Right. So I started writing. I always been in the literacy. Been a book reader and was well in English. So, poetry and those things came natural to me. So, I started that and put it into, songs. And we had the little Dr. Rhythm back in the day, so we make our little boom, boom, shop, boom, 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 bap beats and, go over it. And, I kind of found my talent in that. And, after a while, it became like something I really wanted to do.
Okay.
Unfortunately, me as an artist didn't pan out. I met a lot of cool people, had made a lot of solid connections. I stepped away from the music for a couple years. And in that time frame, I just familiarized myself with the business side of things. I realized some things that happened to me that shouldn't have taken place. And it kind of stalled my progress. I wouldn't call it a career. At that time, it was just trying to build to a career.
Okay.
But it got stalled from, me not understanding the business. And so that inspired me to, go ahead and get things put in that, direction. And so the opportunity came from a DJ that's really, really popular here, Nick Nice. He actually was my DJ. I went in the studio and recorded a couple songs with him for mixtapes that he used to put out. And so we always had a rapport with each other.
Okay.
But, we got real close. He understood my business sense. I understood what it was that he was doing. He wanted to have a DJ coalition, sort of like how the Nerve DJs and the Core DJs, these big DJ groups that all work together collectively under one umbrella. That was his goal here in the city. And so, me having the knowledge and the mindset that I did, I said, well, let's get it together. Let's make it happen. So he appointed me the president of his production company, and we started taking care of the private sector as far as DJ bookings were concerned,
Excellent.
weddings, birthday parties, things like that. So with him having the rapport that he had in the city, as far as people knowing his legacy, he was a real influential part of a song that was made here called Ghetto Sound Check, which is him and Tuffy Tuff. Had some affiliations, some other guys that was involved in that process. But hip-hop knew Nick Nice through Tuffy Tuff's Ghetto Sound Check.
Okay.
And so that kind of put him on the map. And he worked with a group called F3 back in the day, and Infinite. And these guys were from Homewood, and a lot of people were familiar with them. And with him being on the radio, he was a radio DJ for 17 years at WAMO when it was owned by Sheridan Broadcasting Network. And it just all came together. So,
Grind Mode's a really unique name. How did you come up with that?
Grind Mode is a representation of the lifestyle that I live. You know, I got 4 jobs, 4 kids, you know, wife. I take care of everything that I need to do. So, you know, you got to be in grind mode in order to be able to successfully manage, you know, taking care of a family, doing the things that you need to do. So I lived it every day. So I wanted the company to represent a lifestyle. I wanted it to represent something that you know, encompass persevering, pushing through, you know, getting over, dealing with life's challenges. Exactly, because everything that you do, you know, a person isn't going to be able to, you know, appreciate. You know, you might write a song, you may think it's the best song, but it's not. You got to go back and redo it. You might record and need to re-record. You might, the producers make a beat. They might produce that beat, and it's not necessarily the right way. Go back and do it. So life is full of challenges. You know, it's full of pitfalls. But what is it that gets you through? It's being in grind mode. It's having that attitude, that mentality. It's more than a name. It's a lifestyle.
Passion.
You know, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, lifestyle.
And so that passion, you know, it fuels the lifestyle. It fuels, you know, being able to do the things that you need to do to accomplish your goals. Because at the end of the day, our life is about achieving goals. It's about doing the things that we want to do out of it and accomplish the things that we want to accomplish out of it. So grind mode is a representation of that. You know, it's doing what's necessary to get the results that you want. So I put my artists in that area, the businesses that I manage, the DJs, you know, the whole 9. Get in that mindset of the finish. Get in that mindset of persevering. What are you going to do when you show up and maybe you're missing a chord? Are you going to be like, okay, oh, well, I can't do it tonight? Make that phone call. You got to get through it. You got to get through it. And that's what life is about, man. It's about perseverance. So that's what grind mode is about. Okay.
So if an artist was to find you and contact you, how would they get a hold of you?
They could get a hold of us online at www.grindmode412.com. Also, we are available at my email, grindmodemanagement412@gmail.com. We also have Twitter, at grindmode412, Facebook, grindmode. I think it's grindmode CEO. They just changed it. Also on IG, grindmode412. You know, we put on for the city. That's what we do. So, you know, that's what it is. I want to take a little time right now just to, again, thank the Smokehouse Bar and Grill, you know, for opening up their doors to us. A beautiful facility, a beautiful event took place tonight. Anybody interested in booking anything out here, you know, check them out at eventsforsmokehouse@gmail.com. They're open to live entertainment, comedy shows, you know, music of all genres. As you can see the stage, DJ setup, you know, the whole 9. And, you know, special thanks to you, Adam, at Palzario Design. That is the resource that you're providing for artists. Let me take a moment to talk to you all specifically. Any recording artists out there, you know, regardless of what genre you're in, if you take time to write, if you take time to go in the studio, if you take time to create a song, if you take time to create a video, take time to work on your public speaking. Work on your interview skills, because the resources that Palzario Design is offering to the city is huge. You have to be able to sell yourself. You have to be able to allow fans to connect with you as an artist, with you as a person, because that relationship is emotional. There's a connection. There's a reason why people listen to somebody at 17, and now that they're 50 or now that they're 60, they're still listening to them. They're still liking what they do. It's that connection, and that connection is established through the relatability of you. How do you become relatable? Well, people have to see you for who you are. You have to be able to get in front of the camera and talk and articulate. So work on that, people, and check out Palzario Designs for artist interviews. A lot coming soon. 412, stand up.
Jabri, thank you so much for your time.
Right hand next time, man. Right hand. Go right hand.
Yes, sir. There we go.
See, you keep 'em on.
Again, this is Adam Pelchar with Palzario Designs Multimedia, and we'll see you again.
Thanks for kicking it with Grind Mode, man. Shout out KB412 too, DJ KB. You know what I mean? You see him in the background breaking down. He did a heck of a job tonight, holding down Thursday Night Live. Check for us. Live entertainment here in the city, man. If you're coming through Pittsburgh, need something to do on a Thursday night, come out to the Smokehouse Bar and Grill, 2500 West Liberty Avenue, Dormont. Come on, have fun.
Peace.
Thank you.